Automated test bench of asynchronous motors 020107A organization. The stand consists of a control and power cabinet, a control panel, and induction voltage regulator. The power control cabinet is designed to provide the supply voltage to the bench, perform low-voltage communication between the elements of the bench, and also performs the function of providing protection for the measuring and communication equipment of the bench. Control panel consists of microprocessor unit, winding resistance measuring unit, and insulation resistance meter, as well as a unit for visual monitoring and control of bench. The following are located on the control panel: lamps of light indication, touch control terminal, control buttons for connection and disconnection of bench diagram, stand emergency stop button, access key to run tests, test start and stop buttons, keyboard, mouse. Indication voltage regulator provides voltage supply and its smooth control at load. The voltage controller is an asynchronous machine with a sluggish phase rotor, in which the position of the rotor relative to the stator can be changed using a rotary device. In the regulator, the primary and secondary voltage are summed up, while the change in the EMK phase of the secondary winding, which occurs when the rotor rotates, causes voltage fluctuation at the regulator load. All measuring instruments are integrated into the control panel rack. The measuring cables are connected to the rear panel of the control panel. Preparing for operation. Install the electric motor or an electrically isolated area. Install vibration and temperature sensors on the test motor housing as required. Attach the light, contrast mark on the engine shaft, and install the magnetic rack with turnover sensor opposite the turnover mark. Connect the bench clamp G to the test motor housing. Attention! Use the G clamp of the high voltage post, measuring only when measuring the insulation resistance of the windings and when testing the insulation of the windings relative to the housing and between the windings. Use PE power grounding clamp for all other tests. Connection of the windings of the tested engine is made according to the marking conclusions and the requests of the test program. Turn on the inductory machine. Testing. Press bench diagram. Connect. Connect the bench. Signal lamp bench diagram connected. After starting the operating system, start the stand SR3 program. The shortcut to start the program is on the screen desktop. Press New Test button on the terminal to enter input mode of initial data for measurements. Enter the test electric motor data into the appropriate columns. Go to the test selection page and mark the tests required for testing. Press the button in the control panel Test Start, or by pressing the Confirm Initial Data functional button on the terminal. The operator will be asked to confirm the correctness of the entered data. A positive response will open the window of the current bench. By pressing Test Start, or functional key of Test Terminal, opens the window with instructions for connection of the tested electric motor. To run the test, you have to turn Test Tolerance key to allowed position. Press Start button or press button on control panel again SB3, Test Startup. After the test is started, the terminal window will display the circuit structure diagram of the test and the current values of the measured parameters according to the test. At the end of the test, a window will be opened with a message about the end of the current test. To proceed to the next test, press the corresponding terminal button, Next Test. At the end of the last of the list of selected tests, the test completion window will be opened with the possibility of viewing the test report. All test reports, regardless of the results of any tests, are stored in the folder. To view any of the test protocols, press the View Results terminal button in the main window of the program and select the required protocol file. The file name indicates the protocol number and the date of execution. During tests in case of an emergency situation, depending on the type of accident, warning windows are provided. If a short circuit is detected in the power circuit of the bench, the tests will be stopped with the results of the tests recorded in the protocol. At the end, press Bench Diagram Disable in Control Panel. It opens the confirmation window for the stand power out gauge. After the disconnection of bench diagram connected, disconnect the inductory automat. It is possible to change the coefficients, time delays and reset the protocol numbering for setting the parameters of emergency disconnections and the program operation. To enter the window for changing the program parameters, press the upper right corner of the screen of the main window of the stand program and enter the login password. Supplier of test equipment of different levels of automation and according to the customer's individual specification, LLC Trading House Elektromash. Priority over quality and reliability.